नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठकी। Welcome to Srimad Bhagavatam class in the morning. Today we are discussing Canto 10, Chapter 40, text number 7. The text is given here. You can recite after me. Anye cha saṁskṛtātmāno vidhinābhihitena te yajanti tvan-mayās tvām bahu-mūrti-eka-mūrtikam anye ca saṁskṛtātmāno vidhinābhihitena te yajanti tvan-mayās bahu-mūrti-eka-mūrtikam anye ca saṁskṛtātmāno vidhinābhihitena te yajanti tvan-mayās tvām bahu-mūrti-eka-mūrtikam anye ca saṁskṛtātmāno vidhinābhihitena te yajanti tvan-mayās tvām bahu-mūrti-eka-mūrtikam. Mataji's. Word meaning, translation and purport by Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Disciples of Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. For us, practically, it makes no difference. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Anye, others. Cha and saṁskṛta, purified. ātmānaḥ, intelligence. Vidhinā, by the injunctions of such scriptures as the Pañcarātra. Of such scriptures as the Pañcarātra. Abhihitena, presented. Te, by you. Yajanti, worship. Tvat-mayāās, filled with thought of you. Tvām, you. Vai, indeed. Bahu-mūrti, having many forms. Eka-mūrtim, having one form. Translation. Yet others whose intelligence is pure follow the injunctions of Vaiṣṇava scriptures promulgated by you. Absorbing their minds in thought of you, they worship you as the one Supreme Lord manifesting in multiple forms. You all can repeat after me. And yet others, those whose intelligence is pure, follow the injunctions of Vaiṣṇava scriptures promulgated by you, absorbing their minds in thought of you. They worship you as the one Supreme Lord manifesting in multiple forms. Purport. The word saṁskṛtātmānaḥ, those whose intelligence is pure, is significant here. It implies that the worshippers mentioned before have not completely purified their intelligence of material contamination and thus worship the Lord indirectly. Those who are purified, however, directly worship the Lord either as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Kṛṣṇa, or as one of his various plenary forms such as Vāsudeva, Saṅkarṣaṇa, Pradyumna, or Aniruddha as indicated here. Om Ajnānatimirandhasya Jnānāñjana-śalakaya Chakṣurunmīlitam yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam yena bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutapatakamalam Sri Gurun Vaiṣṇavanscha Sri Rupam Shagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Kṛṣṇa Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Kṛṣṇa Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitanscha He Kṛṣṇa Karuna Sindho Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरून् दीनतारिणं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। So today we are seeing the prayers of Akrura. It is like this. Kamsa ordered Akrura on Ekadasi day of Kṛṣṇa Paksha Phalguna. On Phalguna Kṛṣṇa Paksha Ekadasi, Kamsa ordered Akrura, go to Vrindavan and bring Krishna Balram for participating in the celebrations here in Mathura. So Akrura started on Dwadasi in the early morning. And while coming, he was just meditating upon Krishna. And slowly he was coming, and by the evening he came. And anyhow, in the next morning, he started with Krishna Balram and he started moving. He is moving. And when Jamuna was seen, then he tells Krishna Balram, you want to take some rest and you want to take some water and carry out the rituals here. So Krishna Balram get down. They take arghya, they take achaman, and then they drink water of Yamuna. And they come back to the chariot and sit down. Then Akrura gets down and he prays to them, I just want to go and finish off my rituals and come back. Kindly permit me. So with their permission, he comes down. He enters the river. The moment he entered Jamuna, he sees, Hari, Krishna Balram is standing in the water. I saw them there sitting in the chariot. I am seeing here Krishna Balram standing in the water. Oh, maybe I am mistaken. I go back. He goes back to the chariot and sees, oh, Hari, Krishna Balram is sitting in the chariot. And he comes down again into the Yamuna river and he sees again. Now he is astonished. What's going on? But to his surprise, now he sees Ananta Shesha. Ananta Shesha he sees. And with great surprise, when he was observing Ananta, then he sees the Supreme Lord lying on Ananta very peacefully. And he sees everything of the Supreme Lord, his garments, his Kaustubha mani, which is situated here, his very nice red lips, and everything he is able to see. And with the great ecstasy, he starts prayers to the Supreme Lord. So this chapter is total prayers of Akrura to the Supreme Lord. So the episode of Akrura actually seeing Ananta Shesha is something very unique, because this sort of giving darshan to the devotees very rarely occurs. Here, while looking at the great Rupa, the form of Anantashesha, he could see thousands of heads, thousands of hoods, thousands of helmets, blue garment, his fair complexion as white as filaments of lotus stem. And now he started praying. So, Akrura's, these prayers are one of the best prayers which we can find in the whole Srimad Bhagavatam. Here, in the purport, we find that those who are purified, however, directly worship the Lord either as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Kṛṣṇa, or as one of his plenary forms such as Vāsudeva, Saṅkarṣaṇa, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, or like that. We have some very good classic examples in Srimad Bhagavatam, like the example of Chitraketu. Chitraketu was a very great king, but he was having so many, in spite of having so many wives, he didn't have any son. So he was so depressed. And he was always feeling so bad. What to do? I don't know what sort of yajna I have to perform. I have performed everything, but nobody is there to give me benediction of getting a son. Everyone is depressed. One day, Angira Rishi enters. Angira Rishi looks at the pity condition of the king and he says, "Oh, your lamentation, your depression, your feeling so bad, frustrated is because you don't have son. You see, I can perform one sacrifice for you and bless you, get you a son, but he will be the reason for your happiness as well as your lamentation. Be ready for that." No problem. Kindly perform. So Angira Rishi warns him that the son will bring jubilation as well as lamentation. It is up to you. Then he says, no, kindly get me a son. So Chitraketu, along with his wife, the eldest wife, the first wife, Kṛtadyuti, they perform the fire sacrifice under the guidance of sage Angira, and the sweet rice offered in the yajna, in the fire sacrifice, is given to the wife, Kṛtadyuti. And Kṛtadyuti becomes pregnant and she feels happy, everyone is happy, and the son is born. When the son was born, the whole country was in great jubilation. The co-wives, the other wives of this Kṛtadyuti were very envious. We didn't have the son, but this lady is having the son. They were all burning inside with envy. The son was growing and he was the most affectionate to the father as well as the mother as well as the whole family and the whole country. The envy of the co-wives also increased geometrically, geometric proportion, multiplied by AR square, AR cube, geometric proportion. So it is increasing, not just a little bit, it is increasing geometrical. And one day, one of them gave poison to that boy, and the boy died. When the boy died, the lamentation of Chitraketu was so much, because he had so much of affection to his son, and the affection increased day by day. Just like a poor man, when he gets money with great difficulty, his affection towards the money increases daily. In the same manner, king was having the great affection, increased day by day. But now seeing this, he was lamenting. By the fortune, Angira Rishi and Narad Muni, they visit Chitraketu. Oh Chitraketu, you are lamenting. Why are you lamenting? This body is not this body. This body, jatasya hi dhruvo mrityu. One day or the other it has to be, it has to die. And the Atma is permanent. So Atma transmigrates. All that they say. Still he is lamenting. So Narad Muni plays a trick. He invites, oh the Atma, the soul, who had left this body, please come back. Come back into the body of this boy. Now, you see, all your parents are weeping, lamenting so much. Come back, please come back. By the mystic power of Narad Muni, the living entity re-entered his dead body for a short time and spoke in reply to Narad Muni's request. He said, according to the results of my fruitive activities, I, the living being, transmigrate from one body to another, sometimes going to the species of the demigods, sometimes to the lower animals, sometimes in the vegetables, sometimes in the human. Therefore, in which birth were these my mother and my father? I am roaming from one body to another body. 84 lakh species he is mentioning. I am roaming. I have so many. He is giving the sovereign list. In this, your name is not found as parents. Which body? Where? So the parents are only, they are all temporary. My body is also temporary. Your bodies are also temporary. So how can I accept that you are my mother, you are my father? I have so many mothers, so many fathers. I am not able to find your name here. Then, with all this, Chitraketu Maharaj understands, and when he had understood the basic concepts, Narad Muni takes the opportunity and he gives them some more fundamental knowledge about the soul and the body. With that, the Chitraketu Maharaj binding of affection was broken and Chitraketu Maharaj becomes pure. Then Narad Muni sees that Chitraketu is surrendered. Narad Muni gives him mantras to chant. He gives the mantras to chant on Saṅkarṣaṇa. And he advised him, fasting and drinking only water, perform this for 1 week. And after 1 week, you will be able to take the darshan. So, Chitraketu performs this activity, drinking water and then taking the mantras. These are described in Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 16th chapter. Then, one by one, after 1 week, he could reach the level of taking the darshan of the great Saṅkarṣaṇa. Now, what he had seen is very, very interesting. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 16, text number 30. Upon reaching the shelter of the Lord Shesha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Chitraketu saw that he was as white fibers of lotus flower. We have just seen Akrura also has seen the same thing, white lotus fibers. He was dressed in bluish garments, adorned with a brilliantly glittering helmet, armlets, belt, and bangles. His face was smiling, his eyes were reddish. He was surrounded by such exalted, liberated persons as Sanat Kumara, etc. Then Chitraketu, after seeing this beautiful form of Adishesha or Saṅkarṣaṇa, with his voice choked with ecstasy, he starts praying at the lotus feet of Anantashesha. Then, after the prayers were complete, then the Supreme Lord gives him instructions. After giving the instruction, the Supreme Lord disappears. Then he feels extreme ecstasy. So this is how Kṛṣṇa gives the darshan. Vāsudeva para veda, Vāsudeva para makha, Vāsudeva para yoga, Vāsudeva para kriya, Vāsudeva param gnānam, Vāsudeva param tapaha, Vāsudeva paro dharmo, Vāsudeva para gati. So this is Vāsudeva's great action everywhere. The yajnas, the fire sacrifice is performed for the pleasure of the Vāsudeva only, Kṛṣṇa. The Vedas are meant to realize Kṛṣṇa. The yoga is for understanding Kṛṣṇa. And the kriyas, all the sakam kriyas are for Vāsudeva's Kṛṣṇa only. So, when we understand this, we come out of the bondage. Otherwise, we are always bonded with some binding or the other, with the material things, trying to enjoy the material pleasures, which are of no use. And we can find one more very great episode about the darshan of the Supreme Lord in the case of Markandeya. Markandeya Rishi's whole episode is explained in Canto 12, Chapter 6. It is chapter 9, chapter 8 and 9. So, Markandeya Rishi was one of the greatest rishis performing celibacy and maintaining the rules and regulations very strictly. Brahma's day is called Kalpa and the kalpa has got 14 manvantaras. Right from the first manvantara to sixth manvantara, this man, Markandeya, this rishi, is performing, and he is out of the birth and death, and he is living on the earth. Everyone is astonished. Brahma is astonished. How is that this man is staying here and performing all the austerities? How it is possible? So everyone is astonished. And in the seventh manvantara, which is the present manvantara, he is still going on. Indira. The Indra looks all this. Sixth manvantara over. Seventh manvantara also, Markandeya is performing all the rituals and he is maintaining the celibacy, brahmacharya. How is that? Oh, now this is the time to use all our techniques, Oh, Punjakasthali, great Apsara. He calls, Punjakasthali, now you come. Menaka cannot work here. You are the one, the most beautiful, with beautiful waist, very thin waist and beautiful body. You go. Go to Markandeya's ashram. Oh, Manmada, come over here. Go there. And all the musical instruments, with all music, everyone, go there, perform. And beautiful spring, beautiful weather, which gives lusty desires, the spring. So the weather is enacted there, and all the people are there, and this lady, Apsara, Punjakasthali, goes there. Punjakasthali, with her very light garments, almost transparent garment which she was wearing, she uses the same techniques. It looks like Mohini was trying to lure Shivaji, and Shivaji was very neatly bowled by Mohini. She is also playing with the balls and looking here and there. But here, Markandeya Rishi sits down and offering the fire sacrifice. Everyone is looking. And they try to look at Markandeya with lusty eyes. Markandeya is invisible like the fire, invisible in the fire. They were all trying all their best to lure, to attack, to disturb the mind of Markandeya. Markandeya Rishi is undisturbed. Now, a wind blows, and the garments which this Punjakasthali, this Apsara was wearing, was just blown. And she is dancing. Markandeya Rishi is just not bothered. He is continuing his havan, his fire sacrifice. Now everyone is frustrated. This side, Manmada, the Cupid, he is sending the arrows, 5 which are having the 5 faces, the 5 senses, touch, smell, all this, seeing, looking, hearing, all the senses to get the lusty desires. Nothing is working on Markandeya. Indira looks, oh my God, nothing is working. So when nothing is working, they try to touch. Oh, we try to harm, now we touch him. So the moment they are touching Markandeya, they get the burning sensation in their body. Then they go back. Oh my God. Now seeing all this, Narayan, the Supreme Lord, comes, stop. I am going to give darshan to them. So Narayan appears to Markandeya Rishi. Then Markandeya Rishi, who was closing his eyes and performing the austerities, opens, and offers the prayers looking at them. Then Narayan Rishi asked them, you have any benedictions to ask? You ask, I will fulfill. Then Markandeya Rishi says, I have no benedictions. By taking your darshan, everything is gone. But still, I have one. Yes, you tell me. So, how your Maya works, how your illusionary energy works, I just want to see that. I said, okay, it will be fulfilled. So, they disappeared, and now he is in the ashram, Markandeya Rishi. After a few hours, he could see big wind blowing, and now he is seeing the whole seas, the oceans all joined together. They all are actually raising their level, and rising. The whole earth is actually immersed. Now the level is rising. Now he is able to see the annihilation ocean. Annihilating ocean, and it whole thing is in the annihilation, pralaya. Now he is swimming, he is looking here and there. All the aquatic animals, the big fish, the crocodiles, all try to attack him. Oh my God, he is running here and there. And he could see all the animals trying to catch him behind. He feels unhappy, he feels misery, he feels happy sometimes when nothing is seen. He feels fear, he feels all these at a time. Now, after seeing all this, one small island he could locate. Oh my God, small island, in that lot of fruits and lot of flowers, the trees, and one banyan tree, and banyan tree's branch, and in the branch one leaf, big leaf. On that the baby is sitting and smiling. He is laying actually. Baby is still not sitting, not in the sitting position, laying position. And he is playing. He could see that beautiful boy. Then he is attracted towards the boy. He moves near the boy. When the boy takes the air inside, inhales, Markandeya Rishi, just like a small insect, moves into the body of that boy. And inside the body, he goes inside and says, hi, everything is normal here. The whole universe, everything is normal here. Everything is normal. I can see my ashram. I can see Narayana's darshan place. Yes, I can see. He is seeing all that very, normal. There is no pralaya. There is no annihilation, anything. Then, when the boy exhales, then he comes out. He was thrown out. Again, he was in the whole annihilation. Everywhere water, everywhere. Again he could see that boy, such a beautiful boy, with his eyes he could see. He was seeing Markandeya Rishi. Markandeya Rishi could see that the boy is looking at me. Oh, I want to embrace the boy, so beautiful. He goes near. Everything is disappeared. Markandeya Rishi is sitting in his ashram and everything. So, Markandeya Rishi could observe everything, this annihilation and Kṛṣṇa and all that. Seeing his greatness, Shiva Parvati actually appears in the next chapter. It is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. And they actually give him benediction that he will continue his austerities until the kalpa, end of the kalpa. That is 14 manvantaras he will be living. He is still living and he is performing all the rituals. So, if we actually see how Markandeya Rishi got this great power, we can see in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, Chapter 8, text number 7 to 11, describes how he became so powerful. I will just read out the purport. After being purified by his father's performance of the prescribed rituals, leading to Markandeya's Brahminical initiation, Markandeya studied the Vedic hymns and strictly observed regulative principles. He became advanced in austerity and Vedic knowledge and remained a lifelong celibate. Appearing most peaceful with his matted hair and his clothing made of bark, he furthered his spiritual progress by carrying the mendicant's water pot, staff, sacred thread, brahmachari belt, black deerskin, lotus seed, prayer beads, bundles of kusha grass. At these sacred junctures of the day, he regularly worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead in 5 forms: the sacrificial fire, the sun, the spiritual master, the brahmanas, and the super soul within his heart. Morning and evening, he would go out begging, and upon returning, he would present all the food he collected to his spiritual master. Only when his spiritual master invited him would he silently take his one meal of the day. Otherwise, he would fast. Thus, devoted to austerity and Vedic study, Markandeya Rishi worshipped the Supreme Master of the senses, the Personality of Godhead, for countless millions of years, and in this way he conquered unconquerable death. So, if we follow the rules and regulations stipulated, we can have the darshan. Otherwise, if we are attracted to the material things, we can never have the darshan. One king was very fortunate and he could get the darshan of Narayana, Vishnu, Kṛṣṇa, on the mountain peak. And he was so happy and he prayed, "Oh Kṛṣṇa, oh Narayana, by taking your darshan, all my material desires have vanished and I am feeling so happy. Oh my God, oh my Lord, kindly give me one benediction." He says, "Okay, tell me what you want." My people are there, thousands of them. They are suffering so much with material disease, material desires, and all material attraction. Kindly give them darshan so that they get purified. Oh, Narayana smiles. You see, taking my darshan is not so easy. They should come out of the attraction of the material things, then only they can come and see. "No, God, kindly give darshan." So, Narayan says, "Yes, I am going to give darshan to as many people as possible, whoever you bring here on the mountain peak at the sunset today. Bring as many people as possible." So the king immediately comes down and makes a big announcement. "Today your life will be totally changed. You are going to get the darshan of the Supreme Lord. Come along with me. Now fast." All people, they all, "Oh yes, we are going to take the darshan of the Supreme Lord." All are coming. King looks, oh, thousands of people, all of them will be taking the darshan. They will be cured of the disease of the material desires, which is a big disease. So he looks, they are going, they are moving. There was a big rain. Oh, such a big rain. King says, don't bother about the rain. Rain is actually, some of you might have not taken bath. Now, Kṛṣṇa has arranged for the bath. Take the bath, come, don't bother about the rain. No, king, that side, you see, there is no rain. Under the trees, no rain, no water is falling. Such big, oh my God, so much of rain. King says, don't bother, come. Some of them go away. Hey, stand under the tree. They are thinking they are getting the tree. No, this tree is, some water is coming. Move that side, move that side. They have gone away. Now, whatever is left out, they are walking. Come, don't get into any sorts of such petty attractions. Come along with me. King is shouting. All people are following. Now, they are started the actual climbing of the hill. Now, there was a big pandal. And such a nice aroma. Paneer pakoda, paneer sabji, paneer, all that. One man is shouting, oh, you all, please come here. Please have this nice prasadam. This food you kindly have. You have traveled such a long distance. King shouts, away from this man had come. What is this going on? Come along with me. Now we don't have much time also. No, king, we have traveled such a long distance. We will just take, this is such a very, very short distance. King says, this is mountain area. It looks as if it is very near. It is very, very far. Don't go, come. But many of them, they go. They want to enjoy the very nice prasadam or the food stuff, whatever is being offered. Now with the people, he started moving up. Now there is a big rain of silver coins falling down. Look, king, silver coins are falling down. Heaps of silver coins, huge. Oh my God. Many people are running. Oh my God, I will go home and bring a big sack. I will fill the silver coins. Some of them gone home. Some of them ran and they started collecting as much silver coins as possible. And they are running and they are going away such a long distance. King is shouting, come, there is no time, sunset. By the sunset, the Supreme Lord will be giving the darshan. After that, you cannot. Come. They have gone. Okay, who is remaining? Come along with me. You queen, please come along with me. All queen, all saints, all good people, they all are going. Now there is a big rain of gold coins and diamonds are falling. Diamonds are falling. It is shining. All diamonds. Everyone ran. The queens also ran. Oh my God, gold and diamond falling down. King looks at them. We don't have much time. Please come along with me. They were bothered about the gold and the diamonds which are coming down and they are running. That is very, very far distance. They are running, they have gone. Ultimately, it is the king who alone came and Narayana, Kṛṣṇa, smiles at the king. Have you seen how many people you have brought? Oh king, oh Kṛṣṇa, oh my Lord, your Maya is very, very difficult to come out. Only you have to show the mercy. So Kṛṣṇa says, unless you pray back to me, I cannot give you back. You are interested in material things. You are not interested in attaining me. If you are not interested in attaining me, I don't have any problem. If you become a dog, I don't have any problem. If you become a bug, if you become any insect, pig, I don't have any problem. I have to supply you the food. I will supply you the food as per your karma. You get the food, you get good and bad things. but you are suffering, which you have to understand. So, this is what actually is happening. In our life, instead of getting attracted to Kṛṣṇa, we are attracted to material things. That's why we are here on this earth. We are not attaining Kṛṣṇa. So if we are serious, whatever life which is left in our lifespan, if we are serious, still we can practice and go back to Godhead by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. If you have any questions, one or two we can take, and then questions you have? So I hope you don't have any questions. I stop here. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuranam ki.